What is up, people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another watch along here on the Cup Chasers. That's right. It's Forest hosting Liverpool in a massive game at both ends of the table. Of course, Liverpool looking to keep pace in that Champions League race, and Forest absolutely have to have these points in the fight for survival. It's definitely going to be a good one, going to be a big one. New manager bounce for Vitor Pereira and Forest, or is it going to be Liverpool and Arne Slot who get this one over the line and maintain the pace in the Champions League race? Of course, with Chelsea slipping up and United not playing till tomorrow, it's a big opportunity for Liverpool to stay on the coattails of United and, of course, the Blues. And so it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fantastic game. Of course, go ahead and smash up the likes on your way in, people. I certainly appreciate you being here. Put up if you got any of those points left. And I want to know what you're thinking in the comments section down below. Of course, as always, every single time. And we're looking at these starting lineups. Aina, Milankovic, Murillo across the back for Forest, with my man, who's playing left back? Show it to me, Peacock. Williams, Nico Williams playing left back, Sangare, and in there in the middle, of course, Hutchinson. It's Anderson, Elliot Anderson, Sangare, and of course Gibbs White. And then it's Hutchinson, Igor Jesus, and Hudson-Odoi across the front line. Going for speed. This could be a back and forth type game. Could be a very competitive match. We look across the line to the visitors. Of course, Alisson. It's got Sloppy Sly in the right back position. Ibrahima Konate, Van Dijk, and Kirkes across the back line. Gravenberch, McAllister, and Curtis Jones. So we're probably going to be seeing Sapasai and Curtis Jones on a rotation type thing for that right back, because he's going to be inverting into the midfield a lot. Mo Salah, TK, and Cody Gakpo across the top of the formation for you today. Interesting Verts not in the lineup, but of course Gakpo is more than solid replacement. Interesting there. Florian Wirtz not even among the substitutes, something I did not know, but that's why he's on the thumbnail. I probably could have done the research there to figure that one out. But what do you know? The banner's already wrong. Boom. Forest versus Liverpool. Boom. Nope. Yeah, it's 100%. Talking about the humbles, it's 100% just all right, lock in. All right, people. Mo Salah getting ready. Vitor Pereira under the microscope today. Gonna get a look after a big win versus Fenerbahce. Now the Premier League gets to take a look at what he's got for us. It's Liverpool to kick us off here, going right to left in this first half. It looks like Anthony Taylor will be the man in the middle. We're kicked off here. It's already into the middle here for Curtis Jones. Surrounded by three. Elliot Anderson comes away, tries to get it around the corner for Gibbs White. That's a very important tackle from McAllister. Sangare just rips one. Well, all right. Here we go, people. It's going to be a good day of football. I'm excited. Here's Van Dijk. Looking to play through the lines here. Just kind of see who's going to follow who. A little bit of early posturing. Get a look at the press, see what is going on. That's a good ball here. Anderson chases with it. Got to keep it in. Grabbing Birch as well. Gakpo coming deep here. Here's Mo Salah coming deep now. Sloppy slide, doing the inversion as we expected. Forest fans in loud voice here at the beginning of this one. Couple of balls into the middle just to see who's going to follow who. And then it's been given away here. And now Forest have an opportunity to do the same. But it goes all the way back here to Sells. And he'll hit it long instead. Can you get the one over? Oy, good header from Slavosly because Hudson-Odoi was in the channel there if Gibbs White could have gotten the flick on. And Van Dijk can come again. He's giving it away here to Hutchinson. Oh, man. And that's a waste. That's a waste. Too hard for Igor Jesus. Ooh, Liverpool just a little right on the edge here to start the game with the passing. Here's Curtis Jones. Sangare working hard. It's a good ball over the top. Is he offsides? Hudson goes on. Ooh, wow. I think he might have been offsides, but very important save from Allison. He wasn't to know that. Let's take a look here. All ball from Sangare. Curtis Jones gives it always well onside. He's got to score. Oh, Hudson-Odoi has to score. That's great save from Allison. Yeah, that's well done. Just stays big. Just stays big from the goalkeeper, and it comes off of Hudson-Odoi. That's well done. First pressing high here. Already sensing that Liverpool are wee sloppy. That's already a third turnover. And Aina gives it right back to Gravenberch, who tries to keep it here, but he gives it away. 4 turnovers in the first 3 minutes there from Liverpool. And now here's Hudson-Odoi into the center for Jesus. Got to keep it. It's a good step from the Egyptian king. And the ball's back with Liverpool at Allison's feet. I mean, you already got to say they need to clean it up a wee. He's going to go long this time. Curtis Jones gets on the second ball. Very good running from Curtis Jones, recognizing that somebody had to be underneath. And now Liverpool can come forward. Deepest they've gotten so far. Oy, you got to get there, Gakpo. He does it. He can. Olani gets there. He's going to come out, though. Here is Gravenberg. Just gain a little bit more control. Liverpool's first opportunity. Possess. Try to break through. Mo Salah. That's horrible. Just gives it right back. I mean, should we start a turnover counter already? Because it's not Liverpool's cleanest first 5 minutes of them. But, of course, they'll be just fine. They will be just fine. I doubt it's any indication of what will come in the next 85. Slavosly, man, what a player. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a great game. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a good game. That's just what he does. Hutchinson recognizing the danger. Barges Kirk has off the ball well there. Absolutely does. Now some space for Elliot Anderson in the middle. He'll find your boy, Hudson-Odoi. Taking it all the way down back for Anderson. Little can get set. It's a ball across. Kind of an interesting way to deal with that. Gravenberch, there was no one around him, and he's conceded a corner almost needlessly, honestly. Almost needlessly here. And now we'll try a long throw. Corner kick's got to be better than that from Elliot Anderson. Got to be better than that from Elliot Anderson. We won't go for a long throw. And for I don't know how many games in a row that I've been watching, it's just been rain, 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 snow, sleet, nasty, disgusting, cold, wet, rain, rain, rain. And what a beautiful sunny day it is there at the City Ground at the moment. What a beautiful sunny day. That's good work from Kirkez on Hutchinson. That's a good battle already. Going back and forth between the two. Hutchinson's going to run him into the corner and win the throw. Well done. Well done by the Forest winger there. Putting the Hungarian under it. All right, here's Murillo. What can Forest conjure? What can Forest conjure here? Oof, look at that touch from Jesus. Gibbs White here for Elliot Anderson. Hudson Odoi, 1v1 with Sloppy Slide. Back for Sangare. It's a good touch. Ooh, that's actually good D from Curtis Jones as well. Sangare had one thing on his mind there. He had one thing on his mind there. Here's Ina. Forrest looking bright, looking sharp, looking energetic. Here's the ball in from Hutchinson. Gotta keep it. Salah putting Nico Williams under and doing really well to win that back for Liverpool. That's well done. Absolutely well done. Curtis Jones looking bright, energetic, working hard. That can't be true. The commentators just said Liverpool have only won one of their last 15 attempts here at the City Ground. That's crazy. There's no way. That's the definition of a bogey team. This is the definition of bogey. What a good pickup from Matt Sells there. What a good turn from Morgan Gibbs White on Van Dijk. Ina's still going forward. That's a referee. McAllister, got to be a yellow card, right? If it's 30 minutes into the game, that's a yellow. Forrest feeling it. Feeling the freedom, feeling the new manager bounce. Remember when Vitor Pereira came into Wolves? They went on a run. They did go on a run. So we'll see if Forrest can do the same. Here's Hutchinson, 1v1 with Kirkes. That's Salah behind them. Ball's in. Here's Murillo once again. Odoi on the overlap. Gibbs White on the under. That's good deep from Gravenberch and for a goal kick. Following his man into the box. Ooh, that's horrible ball for Slavosly. Curtis Jones. Yep. Eventually, it's going to be one here. Elliot Anderson goes for the nuts. Ooh. And Liverpool with the sloppy start. Forest more than happy to take what's being given to them. Their pressure is definitely causing Liverpool to be a wee bit sloppy. Need to sharpen the concentration a little bit. Do the Reds. There's Eki TikTok. Dribbling. No, I think that's a bad call here. I think it's a bad call here. Let's get the replay. Missed that one. Ay. That's a bad challenge. Hey. He does catch him. That's a poor challenge. Definitely a free kick. That's why we wear shin pads. I did not know if Verts was Oh, in the warm-up. Oh, shoot. So that's why Verts isn't in. It was a warm-up issue. I wouldn't be happy either. I'd be devastated. The pressure from Forest is really making Liverpool do some sloppy shit so far. And honestly, I'm cheering Liverpool here today because we want, or no, I'm cheering Forest rather because I want Spurs to go down. I need Forest to get the points. We need Forest to get the points so Spurs will go down. There's some good work from Gakpo. Allison to Gakpo. Here's Curtis Jones. Gets the second ball. Ooh, that's a poor challenge. He's definitely getting a yellow. That's 2 in quick succession, bro. That's 2 in quick succession. He's on an absolute tightrope. He's only just missed that. He's absolutely on a tightrope. That's why he wasn't complaining. He put his hand up, but he wasn't saying no, no, no. He's saying, please don't book me. And here's Sloppy Slide just in absolute golden range, licking his lips. That's not Matt Sells in the goal. Oh, that's right. Stefan Ortega signed for Forest. I forgot about that. It's Ortega. What a signing that is for Forest. They're definitely staying up. That signing right there for me means they'll stay up. Oh, don't give him that much space. Oh, there's such a huge window on the left side of the goal for Sloppy Slide. Sloppy Slide is going to rip this into the back of the net. It's going to go right into the back of the net. Watch this. Mo Salah. Wow. Did not expect that. Ekitike, the second ball goes over the top. That's crazy. That was crazy. That's wasteful. Why they're all offsides anyway. Like, why would that's very wasteful. Why would Sloppy Slide not take that? Who cares if everyone's expecting the shot? Just because everyone in the stadium knows the shot's coming doesn't mean that you're not going to score. Interesting. Interesting. Ortega finds Jesus. Sloppy Slide with a good tackle. Space opens up. Milankovic in the way. Jesus still back, combining with Sangare. Finds Anderson. Now Jesus, that's a good touch. Anderson's going to win. The advantage he is not because Konate puts in a good challenge and makes sure there is none. Wow. Peacock really going back for the historical context. A 1979 European Cup tie. Really going into the annals there. Slot reads that very well. Wins the foul. And Liverpool growing into the game now. Growing into the game a little bit. Weathered that first little bit of a spell from the Forest. What's their mascot, Forest? Like the Liverpool, the Reds. What's Forest's even? Let's take a look. Let's go look here. What is Forest's mascot? That's not it. Nickname is better. The Tricky Trees. Oh no. The Tricky Trees. Here come the Tricky Trees with Hutchinson. Taking 8 years and the chance is gone. Oh, Gibbs White wanted that so much earlier. Gibbs White needed that so much earlier. You gotta get there. Anderson and Sangare combining. They bring it down and get it wide here for Gibbs White. He's got space for the cross. And they're going to give him the cross. It's there. Oh. Good step from Murillo. Goes for the blaster. Blocked. Oh, it's over the top again. Jesus gets it through. And it's going to be a foul. I missed it. I think Van Dijk has hit Anderson head to head, but I missed it. Anthony Taylor urgently gesticulating for the physios to come on. And I wonder how much of Vitor Pereira's like coaching staff he's brought with him. Big Ron. Hey. Whoops. That's awesome. Anderson's probably okay here. He's normally not one to go down faking. But I'm sure it's sore. I'm sure it's a sore when they both got to go off, of course. Van Dijk's going to be fine. Big tree trunk mother. Oh, God, you know all that. You know. Goodness gracious me. And now it's a free kick opportunity. Can we get a replay? Like, he's definitely called the foul against Van Dijk, but we didn't get a replay. Gibbs White, Hutchinson, Elliot Anderson. Murillo likes to smash him. There's some options here for Forest on this free kick. Definitely some options on this free kick. I think you need more power than finesse here because it's so straight on, but you got to find the gap. You could try to curl it to Allison's left. We'll see. Here it comes. Who's it going to be? Looks like Gibbs White. Nope, it's Murillo. I think that was the right decision from Forest. It's a good block from the wall. But here comes the ball again from Nico Williams. Well won by Liverpool. And now well won by Murillo. Sangare. It's a great ball out wide. Oh, what happens? Here we go. 1v1. Hudson-Odoi Jinky. Oh, my goodness. Looking across. Gakpo does so very well to intercept and then win the foul. And the pressure will relent. Oh, come on. He wasn't even looking. Salisu is the one that played well, but he wasn't even looking. Oh, wow. That's terrible from Anthony Taylor. We didn't expect anything less from Anthony Taylor, but he's not even looking at the – okay. Okay. All right. Now I see it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You can't get away with shit like that, bro. First of all, the ref's 5 yards away, and now all we need is a replay to know that, yep, absolutely guilty. You're the captain too, bro. What are you doing? That's needless from Gibbs White. And you know Anthony Taylor's going to give you a card. Forced pressure still causing Liverpool to make sloppy passes, sloppy errors. It's not okay. It's not okay. This is a terrible, terrible pass. They've been sloppy, Liverpool. Haven't created anything, really. Forest definitely in control of this first 20. That's a good ball over the top. Nico Williams with Salah for company. Beat him. It's just Mo Salah. Oh. Speaking of, Mo's got the interception here, and he's got set Liverpool on his way here. Can Curtis Jones keep it? Anthony Taylor says no. Curtis Jones gives it away. Here's Ola Aina. Gravenberch coming back. Anderson goes for the shot. McAllister throws up a leg. It's a good header from Konate. Important. Salah trying to bring it under a spell. No can do. Nico Williams now. Forest's press still causing all kinds of issues. That's at least 7 or 8 turnovers for Liverpool here in the first 20 minutes. Forest definitely looking like they're full of confidence. I mean, based on this 20 minutes, I feel like Forest are going to be just fine. I don't necessarily see Forest getting relegated. Ball across, it's so good from Anderson. Hutchinson can bring it under. Kirk has steps. Hutchinson, go! Megged Kirkez saw the near post run from Jesus. A little bit too strong. A little bit too strong. Oh my God. The commentator is sitting here talking about the VAR and the referees are going to get the handball law right. They never get the handball right. What are you talking about? What, dude? That is some propaganda. That's some absolute bullshit propaganda from NBC right there. They don't get the call right on the handball. It's always subjective. Anyway, second ball down for Hudson Odoi is going at Konate, who does very well to push him all the way back into the midfield. And now Liverpool can get set, but Gibbs White's got space, goes for the early cross. It's in there. Van Dijk does well to clear it out. Way too much space for Gibbs White. Way too much space for Gibbs White on the wing. Designer got the throw. Yes, he does have that long throw in. Going to see a long throw in, of course. Here we go. Ola Aina, long throw in. It's a looper. Who's underneath it? It's Van Dijk. Comes down for Gibbs White. Puts it over for Nico Williams. Shank you very much, my friend. Shank you very much. Vitor Pereira taking notes. Konate with a good look to Salah. It's a good idea there from the Egyptian trying to get it through for Curtis Jones, but Sangare's playing well. Gravenberch. Second ball comes down for Anderson. He's going to get on it with some control. Here's Hudson Odoi on the wide. Goes at Sloppy Sly Hutchinson as well, offsides here. On the underlap. Liverpool have been so sloppy at the beginning of this game. So sloppy. Here he comes. Gibbs White tries to find him on the outside. It's going to be a foul against Konate on that one. Sore one for Gibbs White. Definitely a sore one for Gibbs White. What are they going to do here? It's well worked to the back post. Doesn't quite have the effect they were looking for. But Forest still in possession here with Ortega. Whip. Ends up almost being a good ball. Second one comes down for Liverpool. Oh, what control from Elliot Anderson there for Murillo. Long ball from Ortega. He's definitely trying to find the wingers. Got to get it down. Jesus does very well to win it here and get turned. Doing very well here, Forest. Doing really well in this opening 30 minutes. Just need a goal, do Nottingham Forest. Milenkovic trying to find Nico Williams. Sal will put him. Gibbs White helping in the build-up, trying to push the team forward. Hudson-Odoi very narrow. Curtis Jones just biting, hassling, harrying, hustling. It's one over the top into the channel. Van Dijk just has a huge hold of Gibbs White there. I think it might have been Gibbs White with a hold of Van Dijk as well. Konate finds the run of Salah. Nico Williams forcing him all the way back. Right back to Konate and Van Dijk. It's well done from Nico Williams. Appreciated by the crowd. Jesus trying to keep Konate going to the right-hand side is unsuccessful. Crowd screams man on. And Allison gives it right back to Elliot Anderson here. He's got to keep it. Got to keep it. He does well to cycle with Murillo. Oh, he gives it right to Ekitike. And he goes past Sangara and Elliot Anderson. Now he's charging. Hey, just can't sort his feet out in the end. Nico Williams is going to find Hudson-Odoi, and now Jesus. It's a good ball into the channel. Is Odoi going to be able to get there in front of Konate? No. Konate goes down like a sack of potatoes, stares at Anthony Taylor, but it's going to be a long throw in instead of the foul because he goes down so easy. Yeah, man. Yeah, he notices that he's hit it and he goes down really easy. Allison also aware, make sure he doesn't give up the corner kick. Ina should come over for the long throw, you would expect. Indeed, here he is, wiping the ball off. Get the big man forward. It's a looper. Who's underneath it? Oh, Milenkovic was there, but couldn't get the touch required. Couldn't get the touch required. Commentators talking about Rory Delap might be the highest paid player right now in today's league where he playing with that long throw of his. Hutchinson makes Allison hit it long. He finds Gakpo this time, but they've created a 50-50 situation and given it right back to Nottingham Forest. Very, very sloppy 30 minutes here from Liverpool. They're looking for that crossfield pass for Hudson-Odoi all day long, trying to target the space in behind. Sloppy slide when he goes, when he does the inverting thing. Murillo not able to find him there. Forest just need to find a little bit more quality, create something sharp, and make Allison work for all of their good play. They haven't. Oof. Poor touch from Gravenberch. Into the channel here for Anderson. What a turn from Jesus. He's going to go for the shot here and hits it off of Van Dijk's face. Ekitike will win the second ball. He's working hard. Working real hard. Is he's going to keep on it? He's going to stay on it? Nope. Yeah, Van Dijk just took one to the dome. There could definitely be a concussion. They're going to have to stop the game. Right to the dome. I mean, we've all taken a point blank shot to the face. It's never fun. And in today's game, they're 100% stopping it. Arne Slot looks upset. Oh! Hits the back of his head, too. Hits him right in the back of the head. Like, make your head go forward. I thought he took it to the face. Some tactics now for the Hungarian Gerard. So too for the Forest men, it's a water break here. Coach has taken the opportunity to get some messages across. Vitor Pereira looks animated. Van Dijk's up, sturdy. He's been good, Van Dijk. He's played well so far today. They've all been a little bit sloppy. Curtis Jones has worked hard. Anthony Taylor. Little word of warning for the Liverpool boss. Here's Anderson. Now Sangare. Ola Aina. Hutchinson. Gibbs White. Liverpool deep in their structure here. Crowd tells Murillo to shoot from half field. Good turn from Sangare. Jesus into some space here. Ends up being a good block in the end. Mo Salah running into nowhere except for Sangare. He's having a great game. Ibrahim Sangare playing very well. Playing very well. What? Anderson into the corner. Way too much for Hutchinson. Way too much. Vitor Pereira applauds. Wow. Oh, okay. Chris Wood's been injured. They got Awani. They got my man Awani though. My man Awani. He's there. Force working hard to get on the second ball here, passing quickly in the clogged, cramped space that they'd created there. But now it's nice and expansive once again. Ortega looking to get one into the channel. Who's coming down with the second ball? Ekitike. Now Gakpo. A rare foray forward for Liverpool. Well done. Jesus is working hard. Jesus is definitely working hard. Kirk has on Hutchinson, who's doing very, very well, and will draw the foul. It's a good work from Hutchinson. Good work from Hutchinson. Ortega's going to look for something precise here. Definitely got that Man City DNA of wanting to keep possession, even when he hits it long. Somehow Slavosly is the one pressing. Curtis Jones will probably be back in his... Yeah. And he's won the second ball here. He's got space for a shot. Doesn't take it. Salah's wide. Ball to the back post. Oh, my goodness gracious. And it's too much. Too long, too high, too far from the Egyptian maestro. Gakpo's by himself. Oh, he needs a little dink. You just need a little dink. You don't really need the power. Just put it on Gakpo's head, and it's in the back of the net. Long clearance from Forest. Who's going to win it? Selig does well there to find Curtis Jones, deputizing it right back for the moment as Sloppy Sly is in the midfield. Gakpo getting into it a little bit more here. McAllister in the middle. Gakpo tries to take it off of him. Ina covering very well. Sangare having a great game, dude. Looking very good. Here's Gibbs White. Referee, that's a foul. Yeah, that's definitely a foul. Might be a yellow card, too. Might be a yellow card, dude. He's come in and cleated him in the end of this play. Elliot Anderson's already on the ground, and Gravenberch slide tackles into him. Lucky not to get a yellow there. Why is Ian Darka in my head? Soon a touch from Hudson-Odoi. Very important tackle from Konate there. Long ball, excellent touch in stride with Hudson-Odoi. It was absolutely glorious. Great D. Important D from Konate. Here's Sangare. Now Milankovic. Hutchinson hasn't had a whole lot of influence going forward. Here's Murillo. Nico Williams. Elliot Anderson can pick the lock if he wants. Ball around the side. Here's Ina. Take the space, man. Turn. Hutchinson turns into the middle. You know that Dyke's coming in. You know Van Disney's going to be there. You got to get a shot quicker than that, and Jesus got to pull the trigger, man. But here come Liverpool. More sloppiness, and they've given it to Sangare once again. But Forest cutting him open right down the middle here. So weak from the Korean. He's so lucky. He's so lucky it is Konate. So lucky to get this call. So lucky to get this call because oh, Jesus. Oh, bro, swing your boot at it. Swing your boot at it right here before you. Oh, my God. Swing your boot, dude. I think he's got to take it one step earlier, and he could just slide it into the net. One step earlier, he slides it into the net. Oh, my God, man. Oh, man. Who's going to win the second one? It's down for Gakpo. Very good challenge from Milankovic. Great turn from Gibbs White. 1v1 Hutchinson with Kirk as Van Dijk comes to double. It's to the back post. Alzen makes the save. Could have gone anywhere. And it'll be a corner kick for Forest. Just upping the pressure a little bit here. Way too close to Alzen. Actually lucky to get the corner because that's definitely going out of bounds if he just lets it go. Definitely going out if he just lets it go. Got to get it over the first man. He does that. It's at the back post. A little bit too far for Jesus. They can get it down again and play. Here's Ina. Now for Elliot Anderson. Wide for Hutchinson. Beat him. Draws Szoboszlai. Anderson's going to take the space to cross. Jesus back across it. Nobody. That's poor. Poor from the forward. Poor from the front man there. Liverpool's approach to goal kicks is interesting. Alisson finds Salah very well here, but he's forced to give it up. And now Gibbs White with some space in the middle of the park. Ball to Jesus. Oh, it's giving it right back to Gibbs White. So he has to put it all on the line to get that block in. It's still there for Hudson-Odoi. Doesn't take on Konate, who got very close very quickly. Space now for Hudson-Odoi. He's going to go past Konate. Lofts one up. Anderson goes for the shot. Hands off of Gravenberch. And it'll be another corner kick for Nottingham Forest. Putting the pressure on. And Liverpool hanging on a little bit here at the end of this first half. Just hanging on a wee little bit here at the end of this first half. Big men forward. Elliot Anderson in swinger. Here it comes. Not good enough. Not good enough. No one on the end of that because it's right out of bounds. And Liverpool will just be happy to get into halftime. And you got to say, it's kind of a typical performance from the Reds. Kind of typical from the Reds. It's been sloppy. They've not been at their best. They haven't really tried to pass through the lines as much as you would expect. They've not had a lot of success winning the second balls. Sangare has been very good as he is there. And so Forest just need a goal now. Forest just need to score because Liverpool normally find a little bit of quality in moments. This is why I say it's typical. They find quality in the moments, and that's how they've won games recently. Kirkes does very well to get it from Hutchinson. Ekitike with another sloppy touch, and Forest can pounce. Hudson-Odoi with a lot of space here. Gravenberch closes him down. Here's Elliot Anderson. Into the middle, Hutchinson trying to find a way through. Liverpool can break. Sangare steps and does very well. So to Elliot Anderson. They're going to go with it. Here's Gibbs White. Into the line for Hutchinson. Cuts it back for Odoi. Who's there? Anderson in the box. Woo! And Forest getting closer and closer and closer. Halftime coming at the wrong time for Forest. Oh, and it's not that far away. Not that far away from Elliot Anderson. You can see what he's going for. Oh, a little bit too much height. Not enough bend and swerve. And we are in to stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Shouldn't be too much, honestly. There's been a couple. Yep, that's about right. That seems about right. Forest have by far been the better team, and halftime is definitely coming at the wrong moment for them. They're winning every single second ball in the middle of the park. They're winning all the duels. They're causing Liverpool to be very sloppy. And Forest have everything but a goal. 11 attempts, more of the ball. Oof. Liverpool are definitely going to need to buck up here in this second half. They've been very sloppy. Here's a chance for Salah, though. 1v1 with Nico Williams. Spurns it, gives it up to Curtis Jones. Have another go, Mo Salah. Here he is. Hudson-Odoi comes close. Back for Curtis Jones. We haven't seen this hardly at all in this first half. Liverpool trying to pass through the lines. Forest back into shape. What a tackle from Nico Williams. Incredible challenge from Nico Williams. Curtis Jones was live to it to win that one. Forest in their shape. That's a good ball in behind. Murillo live to it. Oh, Hudson-Odoi by himself. Finds Gibbs White by himself. Ekitike causes him. Oh, dude, there's just been so sloppy. Liverpool have just been so sloppy. It's wild. Here's Gravenberch. Cuts past him. Gibbs White with the tackle does well. Murillo. Forest playing really well. They just need a goal. Only a minute left in the half. Hudson-Odoi. It's too slow. Hutchinson into channel. Gets on it. Van Dijk lets him face up. Oh! I thought he'd hit that a lot harder had Hudson-Odoi. 30 seconds, guys. Get one into the box. Got to get one into the box, gents. Hutchinson into inside. Milankovic takes a step forward. Goes for the shot. Ooh. Got behind it. Definitely got behind it. Definitely gets behind it. But Liverpool will take that all day long, and that'll probably be your half. Of course, Forest, by far the better team in this one. Unable to capitalize so far. Unable to capitalize so far. Haven't really made Liverpool work too much. The halftime whistle probably coming at the wrong time for the home side. And there it is, your halftime whistle, folks. Forest have been on top for the better team, but they haven't been able to take advantage. And you would expect Liverpool to improve in this second half because it's not too difficult to improve on that performance from Liverpool. I certainly think Forest will be a little bit disappointed to not have gotten their noses in front after being by far the better team in that one. But I will, of course, be right back to discuss it further in just a moment. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. That's right. Here, it's halftime, and I really appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. It really does help the channel. So go ahead and smash up the like button. Of course, you already know the drill. Hype it up if you got any left. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It would be my pleasure to welcome you to the community, of course. And as always, let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. Finally!
The Chief is saying, and what you said for weeks about Man United, why don't they play countering attacking football? And then they did it, and they won. And what did he not good at? Defending counter-attacking football.
Mikel Arteta, you sir. Midfield a few times. I'm trying to get through here in my mind, and I can't figure out what's made him so afraid. All right, people, let me know in the comments. I want want to know what you think the manager should do. I don't know what was going on with that video. It didn't want to load. Doesn't matter. We are back. And of course, it's been a very interesting first half. Playing with Freedom Forest, playing with Passion and Verve, that the home side, who are battling relegation, should of course be playing with. And just based on this energy and based on what we've seen today, I feel like Forest will definitely survive. Maybe that's hope talking. Maybe that's, a certain vested interest in seeing another team from London go down. But, that could be hopeful thinking. Definitely been a better team. Have definitely been on top of the game, and will be a little bit disappointed not to be ahead. Honestly, they of course have been winning all of the second balls, winning all the duels. Liverpool have been sloppy from minute one. I'm gonna jab it, give one to Asif here. See what he says. Forest by far the better team. See what he says to that one. Always got to give a little jab. Always got to give a little jab. But for me, it's kind of typical of Liverpool's recent performances. What up, Lumen? Always good to have you in the show. Hope you're well. Yeah, but it's kind of typical of Liverpool. Kind of all season, really. They've been reliant on moments. They've been reliant on finding little pockets of games where they've brought the quality and been able to get the goals to get them over the line. In a long spells of games, they've been poor. And that whole entire half, they were poor. I don't think there was a little bit of jeopardy on the corner kick, the one corner kick they had. It's not, they haven't done anything to, make Ortega work or make Ortega worried at all. Stefan Ortega signing for Forest, by the way, is quietly like a massive signing for for Nottingham Forest, like massive signing. I think Ortega is a fantastic goalkeeper, absolutely fantastic keeper, and I think that you can already see in the precision of his distribution. You can see the City DNA in him. He always wants to find that specific pass. He's looking for somebody. It's been wide today. Hutchinson, Adoy, or Newcastle. What about Newcastle? If you're talking about Liverpool when they played Newcastle, maybe. I'm not sure what you mean by Newcastle, Lumen. But I think that they, if Forest aren't careful, Liverpool might find that quality in this one and sink them. But I'm definitely praying Forest can find the goal and continue to go be in the ascendancy. I think the halftime whistle came at the wrong time for them. And of course, here we have a preview of the North London derby from last season at 3 Point Lane. Because why wouldn't we? Who deserves a better manager? Out of which three? You think Newcastle deserve a better manager? Maybe. I certainly question Eddie Howe's use of Nick Voltamata at the moment. I think if Xabi Alonso comes into Liverpool, that'll be very interesting. I'm not necessarily sure or certain that Arne Slot is Liverpool's issue. It's just been like lackluster and sloppy on a number of occasions, but when they turn it on, they can put goals past anyone. Liverpool, you know? I doubt very seriously Igor Tudor is going to make it with Spurs. I doubt he'll be the manager at the beginning of next season. I think as far as managers are concerned, I'm the exact opposite of the celebration police. I'm like if celebration police is over here, like I'm way over here. Because for me, I'm old school, right? I still have the feeling and the belief that it's the biggest honor, privilege, and pleasure ever to get to play in the Premier League. And yes, I understand that players work their ass off for their entire life to get there, but just to score in the Premier League is just like a dream beyond all dreams. So if I'm in these title races and I'm like scoring goals and winning games and hanging on like City did last night to stay in the race and put the pressure on my title rivals, I'm losing my mind. I'm absolutely flipping. I'm knee sliding, corner flag dancing, shirt around my head. I'm freaking out. I'm diving into the crowd. I'm crowd surfing. I'm like the whole nine. I'm going to lose my shit, like I'm the wrong person to ask about celebrations because I say celebrate. Absolutely celebrate to your heart's content. Like I didn't like the fact that they give yellows for taking your shirt off. I didn't like that. I've heard that they're going to outlaw knee slides. It's laughable. That's ridiculous. And you'll never hear me say get down the tunnel. You'll never hear me say go ahead and get down the tunnel. Like when there was an Inter Milan game long ago when Maicon played for them for Jose Mourinho back in maybe 2010 or so, and Maicon hits an absolute crazy goal from the wing to the back post, and Jose Mourinho in a three-piece suit sprints down the sideline to celebrate in the corner flag. Like that would be me as a manager. I would get so many yellows and cautions because as a manager, when my team scored a goal, I'd be turning around, I'd be doing the clap with the crowd, like I'd be the one freaking out. So I think Man City should 100% celebrate with gusto and vigor after that win last night because Newcastle made it difficult for them. Absolutely did make it difficult for them. Now if you beat Wolves 5-0 and celebrate like that, that's different. But the game was a tough game. It meant a whole lot to the title race, and they got it over the line. Yeah, so I say celebrate to your heart's content. Now, if you're talking about like, specific types of celebration and things that go over the top, we can have discussions. But I definitely think celebrating should 100% be a part of the game. It always has been a part of the game, and I think it should remain a part of the game. I think it's one of the things the fans get to be a part of and get to feel, like, yeah, I love it. You know damn well if Arsenal destroy Spurs today, we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be celebrating like we've already won the cup. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the celebrations. That's for sure. Isn't there another game on right now? Let's take a look at some scores. I think there is one more game. There's two more games. All games are 0-0. Palace. Yo, Palace. I'm actually cheering for Wolves in that game. Or cheering for Palace. Palace need to buck up because they're in trouble. I think they stopped the pin. I think I just read that. So Palace need to buck up, man, and get it over the line in that game. And Forest need to get it over the line too. I'm obviously cheering for everyone but Spurs in the relegation fight. And Fulham hanging on versus Sunderland at home. Goose eggs across the board in the 9 o'clock window so far today. Goose eggs so far today across the board. As the players emerge back into the tunnel here for the second half at the City Ground. What can Forest conjure, or is it going to be too little too late, as Liverpool may have now brought the second team to this game? All right. Commentators having a right go at Liverpool. Can't be much worse, they say. Can't be much worse. Has Asif responded? He is not. I'm sure he's not excited because that was not a good performance from his men. No changes. No changes from the Reds at halftime. All right. These commentators, Ian Darka, man, I love Ian Darka, but the commentators are talking about some dumb stuff, throwing tea at people against the wall, and it was not great from Liverpool in the first half. I'm certain that they will up the levels at least a little bit. They're going to up the levels at least a little bit, that's for sure. That's for sure. Forest got to keep on the front foot. I think they need to come out just like they did in the first. I think they need to keep the pressure on. And we shall see. They are going to get us kicked off here, Forest. And we're rolling again. We are rolling once more. Forest already win the second ball. And here they come. Hutchinson. Early cross. Hudson. Oh, bro, you got to at least get a touch. Odoi got to at least get a touch there. The ball goes over Curtis Jones. Maybe he wasn't expecting it to happen, but you got to anticipate. You got to anticipate that it's going to go past him. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Konate running right down the middle of the puck here. Jesus running with him. He does so well. Here's Mo Salah. Goes for an early cross. Gakpo at the back post. That might have been a tactic. He's done just enough to get Mankovic to put it out of bounds for the corner kick. Has Gakpo, but we have not seen Mo Salah go for an early cross even once in that first half. So that might have been something that Slot said to him at halftime, or one of the coaching staff. Look for early crosses before Forest can get the line set. And now here come the big men, Konate, Verge, Ekitike in there. Of course, Gakpo's massive for the corner. It's going to be a sloppy slide-in swinger. There it is. Definitely think it's gone off Jesus. Ekatike is just like the most French-looking dude you've ever seen. He's so French. He's so Ekatike, man. You look super duper French. And here we go again. Most of the Forest players in their own 6-yard box here. Sloppy slide a take. It's up. It's in there. Murillo's underneath. It's still up. One away. Here's sloppy slide again to get it back across. It's not a good cross. But it's still in the mixer. Who's going to come down with the second ball? Gibbs White does so well there to bring it under his spell. And he sprints off Hutchinson into the chain. He's doing well. Kirk is going to get down here. You could see it coming from a mile away. And it was in slide tackle. Running all the way back. And now it's Forrest's turn to get the big men forward. In swinger from Anderson. It's there. Ooh. Just gets over. Just doesn't quite make it over the first player. I believe it was like a TK. Here's Anderson with sloppy sly. Hudson-Odoi trying to work a little space for a cross. Now Anderson. Now Hudson-Odoi does get the cross in. Oh, hey. Malinkovic beats his man to the ball and just hits it wide. Just hits it wide. Oh, he gets in front of Gakpo, I believe it is. Or is it Van Dijk? Yeah. Oh, Van Dijk does just enough to make sure. Pereira knows he's got a shot here. Soboslai turning on the jet boosters. Murillo says no, thank you, sir. Ortega for Milankovic, who's giving it away to Salah. And Salah just gives it right back to Anderson. There you go, have that. Forrest doing well. Hey, it's over. Igor Jesus. Liverpool with a chance to possess. Liverpool already, with this one passage of play, have put together more passes without some sloppy touches than we saw all of the first half. Already better. But Forrest doing well in their shape. Now the press is activated and Van Dijk has to hit one. Nico Williams, but Soboslai wins the second ball well, and it's I thought that might have been a Forrest throw in. Sloppy Sly gets it going quick. Curtis Jones not interested in being quick, but he's going to dribble in. No one even remotely getting close to pressing. If you give Liverpool space, they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you. Here's Gravenberch. Konate. Forrest just retreating. Constant territory now. In shape. Very slow from the Reds. Forrest more than happy at the moment with where Liverpool have the ball. Van Dijk just waiting patiently. Konate with a great ball in from McAllister. He's just going to turn and shoot. It's a great ball from Konate. Here's Szoboszlai into the channel for Curtis Jones. Let's get some space. Close down very quickly. But Liverpool, little spell of possession here, able to get back on it. Konate going for the same pass. It's not good enough. Here's Hudson-Odoi trying to find Igor Jesus. Curtis Jones wins it. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. When you're on top of teams, you got to get the goals. When you're on top, you have to get the goals. Because Liverpool aren't going to be that bad the whole game. They never are. They never are. So very interesting to see how Forest respond to somewhat resurgence, and that's a cheap day in a poor area. Liverpool aren't going to put it into the box, though. They'll just look for concerted control and possession. Here's Salah. A 1-2 with Szoboszlai. He just doesn't have the legs anymore. Mo Salah bowl. Murillo over to clear. But yeah, Mo Salah just ain't got the legs anymore, man. It's sad to see, really. It's actually sad to see. He's an absolute legend, but he's really living on legacy at the moment. Really living on legacy at the moment. Here's Gakpo, 1v1 with Aina. Milenkovic goes to double. Triple team here by Hutchinson. Oh, Salah's there. Oh my God. Curtis Jones is back from Salah. Curtis Jones able to dive, to get the touch on it, but it's Milenkovic in the way. But Liverpool, as we expected, have improved in the first 10 minutes here of the second half. Definitely improved. Definitely improved from Liverpool in the first few minutes here. Far less sloppy touches, a little bit more urgency. And it's interesting. Interesting to see from Forest. They're kind of ruining misses. Ooh! The Cruyff flick through the legs, nutmeg combo from Mo Salah. I guess he still got it right after I was talking shit. Here he is. It goes for the Trivela around the corner. Doesn't quite get there. Oh, wow. That's fantastic from Anderson and from Igor Jesus, making Szoboszlai put it out for the throw-in. Is it a save from Ortega? Yes, it is. Makes himself big. Good save. I thought the defender had gotten in the way. Murillo. Yeah, big stop from Ortega. And that's the closest Liverpool have come. Ooh. Kirkes leaves. Left Allison a little bit short there. Hutchinson. Fake out. Fake out. Kirk is trying to find Salah. Jones wins the second ball down for Szoboszlai. Doesn't see the challenge of Anderson coming in. Still looking for Salah. And Forrest haven't really brought the energy back out from the locker room. Liverpool with far more control than they've had at any point in this game. Far more control than they've had at any point in this one. Too intricate there from Szoboszlai. And Elliot Anderson comes down with the second ball. Gives it right back. And now it's Forest who are having a few sloppy touches, and Liverpool in the ascendancy. Finds Curtis Jones wide. Nico Williams for company. It's a 1-2 with McAllister. Nico Williams very live to it. Does well. Here's Mo Salah. Got some space inside. Oh, that's a good tackle from Nico Williams. Salah's going to end up fouling him. Hudson-Odoi can get the advantage. He does well. Here's Jesus. Yeah, he should have made the. Sangare hasn't, and Anderson haven't been on the ball very much at all in this one, in this second half. Great. Oh, it's a good look. Great turn from Gibbs White. Execution wasn't there. McAllister in behind Sangare here, who retreats very well. Dude, Ibrahima Sangare is having a great game, man. That's out of bounds. McAllister does very well. So too does Gakpo, but the linesman's going to call that out of bounds. He called it offsides. Interesting. Interesting. We're taking on to the hour mark here. Here's Murillo to hit one long. You got to win it. Got to win it. Oof. Gravenberch, Salah, man. That's sloppy again. Who's going to get there? Does so well, Gibbs White. Here's Ina bringing it forward. Hutchinson behind him. Give it to him. Oh, Gibbs White was making a run into the center. He was wide open. Here's Milankovic now. And it's Forrest's turn to have a little spell option. Good ball around the corner for Nico Williams. One more! Szoboszlai does so well there. There's no way that's a Liverpool throw in. I was about to say. There's no way. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat. Forest have had almost 50 shots before since scoring in the Premier League. That's actually kind of crazy. Here comes a long throw from Molina. Not fake out. Here's Elliot Anderson. One to the back post. Who's going to be there? Curtis Jones heads it out, and Ina will get an opportunity to dump this one into the box. Nope, they don't take it. Here's Hudson-Odoi. Gets the crossover anyway. Was it Gravenberch away? I think Akatige's done well to come down with the second ball. That's going to be it. Oh, he doesn't care. That's definite yellow card. And I'm more than happy to take a yellow card there. I mean, I don't know what Akatige's mad at. He's obviously going to get the yellow card. Yeah, he's not letting go of his shirt. Just take the yellow. That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Take the booking. Move on. Stop the play. Yeah. Yeah, the manager would have said, why don't you bring him down? Don't let him go. You can't stop the, yeah, you got to stop the break. Now Szoboszlai can dump one into the box. Here it comes. Flicked on from McAllister. Who's going to win the second ball here? Murillo hits it long. They've created a lot of 50-50 balls here. No, get up. Get up. Here comes Hudson-Odoi at Curtis Jones. Goes right past him. Konate now steps. So weak from Hudson-Odoi. Very weak. Very, very weak from the Forest man. Very weak. None of the last 6 Forest managers have won. They've all lost it. All the way back to the 90s. Here's Konate. Oh, a hole in the boot for Gravenberch, and Sangare is going to pick it up. Into the channel here for Hutchinson. Kirkes for company. He's going to go at him. Jinky, cut left. Gravenberch doubles. Ball across. I expected the second half. What's up, Phil McCracken? I expected the second half to be the first half and the first half to be the third half. Too many halves. What do we have? As we're talking about there, McCracken? But yeah, I didn't expect this second half to go like this. I expected Liverpool to improve, but Forest have lost a little bit of their impetus. Halftime came at the wrong time, that's for sure. Oh, Hudson-Odoi fouls Curtis Jones, but Forest are finding the urgency in the press once again. Yeah, it's a foul. It's a definite foul. And Pereira's going to bring subs on first here. 2 people that I'm not sure I'm familiar with. Who are these guys? Oh, that's Ndoye. One of those is in Ndoye. Yeah. Fake out from Konate. And now he'll hit it long. I keep losing the ball in the sun. I'm sure so too are the players. Milenkovic with a clearance. Jesus battles with Konate. Konate wins it. Sloppy slide. Trying to find Salah. Nico Williams does so well to win the throw in there. Salah can't believe it. Bemused, to say the least, is the Egyptian. Little shake of the head. I definitely think he's got a point. And now the subs for the home side. Hudson-Odoi's been decent. He's been all right. He will come off for Ndoye. Definitely should have scored early on when we thought he was offside, but he should have scored. And Hutchinson coming off. So both wingers will make way. And I think that it's going to be a like for like on both of them. Bakwa, okay, yeah, I have seen him one other time for Forest. All right. That's a foul. Here comes Gibbs White, making Allison hit it long. Milenkovic underneath it. Who's going to bring down the second one? Bakwa gets the first touch. Oh, what a great touch from McAllister. Just backing in there. Oh, come on. He's backing in all day. How is that a foul? Kel Surprise, I don't agree with an Anthony Taylor decision. No. Mo Salah out wide now. Forest just back into shape. Not allowing Liverpool to get anything through the center. And now Gakpo trying to cut in, but once again, no space in the middle. No space in the middle. Here's Sloppy Sly. Van Dijk gets it wide for Kirkes. Looking for a little bit of space. 1v1 with Bakwa. Ooh. Gravenberch having to put on some speed there. Gibbs White chasing down the ball. Now Kirkes again. Liverpool just gaining territory. You got to step to Sloppy Sly. You can't give him that space. He doesn't take it. Here's Konate. Coming forward. Sell out wide. Little chip into the box. But he's going to put Nico Williams under here, juggling and hoofing it behind his head. Who's going to win the second ball? I think Jesus is lucky there to get that. I think Jesus is very lucky to get that. Just stops playing and stops working, and Anthony Taylor gives it to him. That's cheap. Definitely cheap. Definitely cheap there. Malikovic to bring it forward. Here's Ina. And now Bakwa with a chance to run at them for the first time. Gakpo comes all the way back and wins a good tackle. Gallagher going to get on it? Yes, he does. Here's Sloppy Sly. And now Liverpool trying to come right through the middle. That's good work. Here's Sloppy Sly. Driving into the middle. Here's Silla. Double D. Here comes Curtis Jones. Little chip over the top. Nico Williams is there. He's had a good game. Nico Williams worked hard. That's definitely a foul. Konate can't argue with that one. There's no arguing with that one. That's definitely a foul. Yeah, I mean, he's pushed him in the back for sure. Nothing you can say there. Konate's been halfway decent, though, in this one. He's defended well today. On the ball, they haven't been great, Liverpool. They were awful on the ball in the first half. They've been better in this next 25 minutes here. Jesus fouled again. What? And he's called for the handball. That's a terrible call from Anthony Taylor. That's terrible from Anthony Taylor. Gets shoved down, side the ball, and then is penalized for being shoved down. That's terrible. Here's Gravenberch right through the center. Good step from Murillo. And now Forrest can look to counter. Murillo's just going to go past the slide here. Keep going. Yeah. Finds Bakwa here nicely. Goes to shot himself. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I mean, you want your forwards to be taking shots, but that's poor. That's probably why he's not starting. That's probably why he doesn't start. Ooh, a little chip because Jesus was in behind Van Dijk. A little chip might have been on there. But sometimes difficult to get into the game when you come off the bench. But this isn't one of those games that's like super high intensity. Should have done better there, the substitute. Ball comes across for Kirkes. What can Liverpool conjure? 20 minutes left. I feel like there's still something in this one. Still there, really, for either team. Salah gets it behind Nico Williams. But Nico Williams definitely has far more pace than Mo Salah these days. Yeah, bro, you're never getting that. You can't just stop running. You can't just stop running and expect the referee to blow the whistle. Mo's legs are gone. It's unfortunate. Mo Salah's legs are gone, man. It's kind of sad to see. Like, I think he maybe gave his last best effort at the African Cup of Nations, and now he's just past it. He's still got the skill. He's still deadly in front of the net. Still got the crossing, the assisting. He's still there for, he can still get the G&A. He's a freaking legend. But pace, the speed's gone for Mo Salah. It just is. The pace and power from the Egyptian king have left him. And now here comes Szoboszlai into the middle. That's pussy shit. That's absolute pansies. Are you guys grown men or what? You can't just stop because you think you've been fouled. That's not what this is. That's ridiculous from Anthony Taylor. I guess it is what it is because they know who's in the middle. Freaking Anthony Taylor's going to give him the call. What's happened to this game? Some pansy shit. Liverpool, for all their improvement, not necessarily really able to carve much. Oh, Jesus. Jesus has worked hard. Might be time to bring him off, though. Where's my man, Awaniyi? Might be time. He's looking a little tired. This one's in the balance, though. This game is definitely in the balance. Szoboszlai just keeps the ticket. Forest happy for Liverpool to have the ball this far from goal. No worries. But they've had far less possession in this second half, have Forest, than they did in the first. Van Dijk, sloppy again. And now Forest can come forward. Bakwa, is he playing left forward or right forward? He's got to be left winger because I thought he was playing right, but he's popping up on the left so much. Interesting. Very interesting. Get into the space, yeah. Anderson was pointing. That's well done. Run with him. Run with him. Oh, he's gotten it through, has he? Oh, Ndoye almost gets it through. And Bakwa is playing on the right. Why have you popped up so far on the left-hand side? Gibbs White noticing the formation is a little bit out of shape. Goes with Gravenberch. That's well done. And now Forrest can find the proper shape again. 15 minutes to go. Konate bringing it forward. Here's Salad Bowl. Sloppy Sly. That's good work. That's good work. A baked potato before it's baked. A potato. Yeah. Yeah, that stands to reason. Here's Jesus. That's well done for Nico Williams. Murillo in for Nico Williams. A flick on. That's well done. Can you keep it now? And Ndoye down for Nico Williams again. Just running into nothing. Hey, well done. It's going to look for the big switch. It's there. It's on. Back was going to get there. Oh, my God, doesn't get there. You have one job. You have one job. Bring it in. Kid's struggling. Kid is struggling. Dominguez going to come in. Anderson. Anderson's worked really hard. And who's this guy? That's got to be a new signing. I'm not sure who that is. He's huge. He's huge is that second sub. And he's coming in for Jesus. I figured that happens. And Kiesa and Rio coming on for Liverpool. Luca is the name on the back of the shirt. And Mo Salah coming off under poor performance. In my opinion, it's been sloppy. Worked hard, been sloppy. Just doesn't have the speed anymore. It's kind of sad to see, really. Kind of sad to see. But it's inevitable, you know. Inevitable. Legends. Gakpo doesn't look happy. He's come off for Rio. But Legends lose it. It's unfortunate. Here comes Federico Chiesa. We know he's going to work hard. He's going to be energetic. He's going to give a right go of it in the last 15 or so minutes we had here. And we got the ball back in eventually here. Ekitike hits it out for the Forest throw. And you got to say, one goal will probably win it. Slot looks perplexed. He looks perplexed. Somebody's got to come too. Ina throws it all the way to Allison instead. Ball on top hits Ekitike in the back. He doesn't know a thing about it. Milinkovic can bring it down for man Bakwa, bro. You're struggling, dude. Homie is struggling. He's probably about to get carded. Horrendous first touches from the substitute. Oof. Oof. He knows it's a poor one. He immediately raises his hand to the referee. Nah, that's not a red, though. It's a definite yellow. It's a definite yellow. No, it's not a red. There's no way that's a red. No way. It's no force. It's not reckless. He's just throwing it out. Yeah. It's a sore one, but definitely not a red. Looks like Sloppy Slide is going to dunk it into the box. 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. And here comes the full one. Ortega's got to scream at his defender. Murillo puts it out. Dominguez working hard on Gravenberch here. Substitute's got the energy. You can see him running. All the way out here. Plays it very far forward. It does so well, the goalkeeper there. Oh, you got to play so much quicker, does this kid Bakwa. Dude, come on. Ball over the top for Sangare. From Sangare, trying to find Luca. Dominguez steps in, does really well. Luca Fernandoi goes, he's going to try to get the ball. Does get past everyone. Oh, it's going to go off his back. That's unfortunate. But the energy from the new frontman for Forest might have something here in the last 10 minutes. Might have something here in the last 10 minutes. Ooh, Ndoye might win this. He's at least kept it from being a goal kick. He's at least kept it from being a goal kick. Is there a goal in this one? Is there a late winner from somewhere? Substitutes working hard. Here's Nico Williams. Now Dominguez. Looking to get one across. There's nobody there. Allison will collect, and the pressure just relents. Eventually throws it to Kirkes. Bakwa fouls him. back with, man. He's had a shocking 6 minutes, this kid. A shocking first few minutes. Here's Chiesa. Nico Williams does very well. And then turns him, does very well, and keeps the ball for Dominguez. That's so well from the left back for Forest. Does very, very well. Ortega. Who's going to win the second ball? Chiesa just hits it without looking. Does well from Szoboszlai. Chiesa gets it again. Running into nothing. Has to turn around. New energy from the Forest substitutes in the press. That's a great challenge from Dominguez on Chiesa. But it's a Liverpool throw. And 2 defenders coming on for Liverpool. Curtis Jones. Joe Gomez will go right. And Kirkez. So now it's a traditional type of players in back 4 roles. Szoboszlai will be in the midfield, no longer responsible for the right back area. And we got about 10 minutes. Joe Gomez is going to launch one into the box here. Gravenberch. In touch for Luka, who tries to get it back to him. It's definitely not your ball, homie. Now Joe Gomez will dump it into the box once again. Here it comes. Flick from Van Dijk. Ortega's in there to punch. Important clearance. I think Ortega's maybe punched Milenkovic in the face here. He punched somebody, that's for sure. He's up. He's up. Yeah. Ortega hits him in the back. Yep. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And then it's a third in succession here. Long throw for Joe Gomez. Big man Luka getting under that one. Robertson will just hoof it back in. Van Dijk to head it on. It's in there. Sangare sorting his feet out. And Gibbs White can get it clear. Backwell can get on it. Will he be able to keep it? He does well to win the throw. Does well, the kid. That's the first thing he's done well. 5 minutes remain, plus stoppage time. There won't be too many stoppages. Haven't been too many stoppages, so there won't be too much stoppage time. Gomez is under it. Who's going to win the second ball? Sangare all over McAllister. Anthony Taylor doesn't care. It's wide for Nico Williams. Chiesa working back hard. Nico Williams just going to go past everybody. Gets the ball across. Ooh. And that's the most chaos that Forest have caused in the box all game. Nico Williams just goes by everybody. Oh, and it's a good block from Robertson. Important block from Robertson. Right there, off his bunkie. Well done. And then Sangare puts it wide. But it's there for either team to win. It's definitely there for either team to win. Robertson launches one long. Milenkovic with the header down. Aina does well for Sangare, who does well to keep it. Quick feet. And he's moving forward. Aina's going to be... Oh, my God. No one can get in front of Joe Gomez. But Forest now with some impetus at the very end of the game. Can they win it? No one getting in front of their man. Here's Ndoye to get the corner kick, though. And that has just lifted the city ground. Can Forest win it here? Can they win it In swinger from the substitute. Both hands raised. Here it comes. It's a good ball. Where are they? Allison punches clear. Backward tries to hit Rio. He's going to give it up to Dominguez. Sangare just goes past Rio, does well. He's going to go for the cross himself. And then it's going to go out for a corner kick. Fans appreciate it. Forest trying maybe, just maybe, to turn the screw here. Can they do it? Can they do it? It's left-footed swinger this time. It's way, way past everybody. Look at us down from Doy. It takes way too much time. It's down again. Forest calling for a handball. That's going to be a foul. Forest players calling for the handball. It's all the way back for Ortega. Tries to find Indoy. Gomez down for Rio. Gets it back. Dominguez steps in well and wins it. Nope. Does not. Does not. Gomez can put in the long throw. Maybe a chance to cause some chaos in the opposite box here. Away from Nico Williams. He's had a very good game. Here's Joe Gomez. And now Sotoslai is going to look to cross. Joe Gomez will get the cross in. It's not good at all. Sangare working hard. Konate wins it off of him. Here's Rio. Triple scissors. Goes to the byline. Dinky across. Wow. What a nightmare. What a nightmare for Forest. What an utter nightmare for Forest. Wow. 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 Just wow. What in the hell just happened? Oh my God. And I'm gutted for Forest. I'm gutted for Forest. Let's watch this again. Rio with the banks it to the back post. Fantastic from Ekatike. Ortega on Ekatike. McAllister and goes off his back into the goal. That is the wow. McAllister is not even looking. He's not even looking. What a save from Ortega. Goes to clear it. And McAllister goes off his back. Wait a minute, is it off his arm? Is it off his elbow or is it off his back? Vitor Pereira, can't believe it. Cannot believe it. And it's tough to see, but Forrest might be getting let off the hook here. That's off his elbow. That's definitely off his elbow. That looks like a handball, and it's gonna be so lucky. Gonna be so Lewis next chiming in looks like a handball. Yeah, absolutely does. Disallowed. Yep. So unlucky. So unlucky. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. crazy. I think it's the game on the basis of how this game is going. On the basis of how this game is going. Yeah, I think that's right. And now Asif's chat, of course, definitely saying that it would be a hard game, and now it's not over. It's not done yet, and it's going to be a corner for Forest. Arun says Liverpool robbed. No, Arun. Robbed Forest. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. There'll be more. There'll be more. And now it's a corner kick for Forest. They couldn't steal it, could they? Late swinger for Boy. In swinger. Who's going to get there? It's still in. He's kept it in. Nope, he is not. Things you'll love to see. Yeah, fair enough, Arun. That's fair enough. Fair enough. I get it now, of course. And it's still in there. It's still in the balance. Minute and a half plus to play here at the City Ground. Oh, that's well done from Luca. He's going to win the throw-in. Why is Nico Williams not going quickly? Don't calm down. What are you doing? Go and win the game. Bro, you're about to get relegated. Where the hell's the urgency? Wow, that's so poor from Nico Williams. You have like a minute left in the game. You're literally battling relegation. You've been the better side today, and you don't have urgency? That's ridiculous from Nico Williams. I would be furious with him. Oh, that's a good ball from Sangare, who's been very good. Here he is again. If you're playing FIFA, he's going to say ambitious effort, because that was very ambitious from Sangare, who's had a good game. And if that would have gone in, it would have been the goal of the season. Would have been the goal of the season, that. Van Dijk trying to get it forward. We have a mystery amount of time left to play. Perhaps 2-ish minutes. Liverpool have given the ball away again, so too have Forest. And Liverpool have just been far too sloppy overall. Lost it in the second half. Where's the tower cam, bro? Cameraman lost it for a second there. Allison's just going to launch this one long. It's calmed down once again. Who's going to win the second ball? Dominguez does so well. Is he going to win it? Szoboszlai does well. Oh, they've given it away. That's been the story of the game for Liverpool. So come back the other way, though. Here's Rio. Running through the middle part. It's going to find Robertson. Gets the crossing. Marilla's underneath it, however. Dominguez trying to get around the corner. And we're in extra stoppage time here. And they're going to give Gomez the chance to launch this one into the box. This probably is it right here. Gomez directing traffic. Whoa, wow. That's a poor decision. That's a poor decision. Are they even going to get the cross in before the Szoboszlai finds it? It looked like they were offsides. McAllister's dunked it in at the end. But Ekitike looked offsides. I think Ekitike was offsides, but that is the definition of a smash and grab. If this holds, that's the definition of smash and grab. the absolute definition of smash and grab. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ekitike's offsides. Ekitike's offsides. Who? I think Ekitike is the one that heads it here. No, he's not. Van Dijk. Van Dijk wasn't offsides. I think Van Dijk is offsides too. That's so close. Who? Is someone behind Van Dijk? This is a horrible angle. This is a terrible angle. That's a terrible angle. I can't tell if someone's behind Van Dijk, but if no one is behind Van Dijk from my angle, he's a foot offsides. He's way offsides. But I think there's somebody behind Van Dijk. He definitely is offside. If it's just these two, if it's just what I can see, but it's a ridiculous angle from like 80 yards. They have a better angle. VAR has to have a better angle. No, goal stands. Goal stands. Wow. Are we going to see the ones? Are we going to see the ones? Goal's going to stand, and this is the definition. The definition. There is somebody behind. There is somebody behind of Van Dijk, and that's why it's going to stand. Oh, and they kicked me. They kicked my stream. What the fudge? What the hell just happened? They kicked me off the stream, and now I have to watch a fucking commercial. What the hell is this? That's disgusting. Fuck you, Peacock. Fuck you, Peacock. That's disgusting. And there's the full-time whistle. Wow. Wow. That is gut-wrenching. That is gut-wrenching. A heartbreaking defeat. A performance from this season. If that's not the most typical shit you've ever seen from Liverpool this season. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. What a crazy end. What a crazy end of the game. It's the definition of a smash and grab. The definition of a smash and grab. Typical performance from Liverpool. The very definition of a smash and grab from the Liverpudlians today. But that's the way it goes in the league when you don't finish your chances on top, when you don't create the chances when you're on top, and Forest paid for it dearly. Absolutely paid for it dearly. People, that's going to do it for this watch along. Make sure you are locked in. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a little 20-minute break. Make sure you're locked in. Make sure you're liking the video on the way out. Hype it up. Of course, if you got any left, subscribe if you're new. I appreciate it. Make sure you get the notification bell on because we will be right back for the North London Derby. Thanks again for being here, and you will see me next time.